Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here. A few of our top headlines for the day. The banks of the Owsley Fork are a little cleaner today, thanks to local volunteers. Plus, a big grant for the Madison County Animal Shelter and an update from the legislative session. All this plus more news and local sports and weather. That's all coming up today live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day. Volunteers from Berea Municipal Utilities were out today taking advantage of the sunshine to clean up the banks of the Owsley Fork Reservoir. The effort was in cooperation with the Berea Earth Warriors, a group of volunteers who take on various community projects to help raise public awareness about the need to protect the environment. Berea Municipal Utilities Director Kevin Howard said the city has been aiming to coordinate a cleanup project for employees when an opportunity arose to partner with the Berea Earth Warriors. It's something that we've been wanting to do with our employees, but Berea Earth Warriors already had this coordinated, Howard said, noting the group has cleaned up some of the most littered areas of the shoreline in recent years. We're just really appreciative of the work they do out there. BMU workers picked up litter on the Radford Hollow Road side of the lake, while Berea Earth Warriors will be using kayaks on Saturday to clean up the opposite bank of the lake. That's according to one of the organizers' leader, Mary Amber Medler-Schaefer, also known as Etheria Luna. Berea Municipal Utilities will be responsible for hauling the litter away once it's collected. The Madison County Animal Shelter is set to receive a $12,000 grant investment from a national nonprofit, Petco Love, in support of their life-saving work for animals in Madison County. Petco Love is a national nonprofit leading change for pets by harnessing the power of love to make communities and pet families closer, stronger, and healthier. Since its founding in 1999, Petco Love has invested $375 million in adoption and other life-saving efforts. Petco Love helps find loving homes for pets in partnership with Petco and more than 4,000 organizations like ours across North America. With 6.75 million pets adopted and counting, the grant comes at a time where most shelters are seeing full capacities in extremely challenging times and was announced at yesterday's fiscal court meeting. The Spotlight Playhouse is a great place to see local theater. However, it's also a community resource that allows many to experience the performing arts. Executive Director of the Spotlight Playhouse, Chad Embry, spoke with WBON about his longtime tenure with the Playhouse and how he hopes to see the organization grow. With the interview, here's WBON TV 9's Gage Hill.
If you were to look at the Spotlight Playhouse, you might see papier-mâché props, wigs, and some vintage furniture. However, that is only looking at the venue at a surface level. For their dedicated cast and crew members, it serves as a gateway to faraway lands, a time travel machine to visit the past, or a means to turn themselves into a living cartoon character. The Spotlight Playhouse opened its 214 Richmond Road location in 2016, and soon began integrating community theater into its schedule. The community actors, also known as the Bluegrass Players, go through a very simple casting process.
Just show up. We post all of our auditions are open.
If you're interested in getting involved in the community theater, but you have no prior acting experience, fear not. According to the executive director of the Spotlight Playhouse, Chad Embry, many of the Playhouse's community actors haven't set foot onto a stage.
A lot of people on our stage are first-timers, and they love it. It's now the bug has bitten them, and they stay with us. And we have such a great community.
The Spotlight Playhouse averages an impressive 200-plus shows a year, featuring local actors with ages spanning from 5 to 82. Audiences who fill out the Spotlight's theaters can expect to see a variety of shows, from stage classics like Oklahoma to contemporary favorites like a musical adaptation of Shrek. Tickets for each show can be purchased online at thespotlightplayhouse.com or in person at the box office. Although regular ticket prices vary, Friday performances see a special offer to the public. Pay What You Can Fridays offer the opportunity to purchase tickets for as low as $1. Hembry tells us this program is to help introduce the performing arts to individuals who might not be able to see a show otherwise.
We want the performing arts to be for everyone, and you would be amazed how many people walk through that door every single weekend, and they'll look at me in the eye and they'll say, I've never been to a show like this before, or a theater before like this, or a live production. I don't know what to expect. What do I do? And I'm like, this is the perfect place for you to be, because we are the best place for first-timers ever.
Adults aren't the only ones who get to participate in the shows. The Spotlight Acting School teaches children from ages 4 to 18 years old, and not only teaches kids the basics of acting, but also helps foster creativity and confidence among its pupils.
We're not just building actors out of here. Not everyone's going to go on and be an actor. They might stay in their community and do some acting, but this builds speech, self-confidence, seeing something through, not quitting. You know, there's so many life lessons we learn here on the stage.
This upcoming Friday and Saturday, we'll see the Bluegrass Players present their rendition of Oscar Wilde's The Importance of Being Earnest. For more information and showtimes, you can visit the Spotlight Playhouse's social media pages or website. Reporting for WBON Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
Thanks, Gage, for that story. Well, emergency crews in Laurel County rushed to East 4th Street around 10:30 last night following a collision between a semi-truck and a building. Upon arrival, the London City Fire Department discovered an individual trapped inside that semi. Collaborating with other agencies, they successfully extricated the person from the vehicle. The injured individual was then transported to the hospital with minor injuries. A Somerset man is facing multiple charges after authorities intercepted a package containing 27 pounds of marijuana. Christopher Ford, 39, was the subject of a knock and talk conducted by the DEA at his residence on West Limestone Street. Upon officers' arrival, a strong marijuana odor was detected emanating from the property. When informed about the intercepted package addressed to him, Ford allegedly requested legal representation and then attempted to retreat into the house. However, officers prevented him from doing so and proceeded to place him under arrest. During that arrest, Ford reportedly resisted officers and assaulted a DEA agent before being subdued with assistance from the Somerset police. Following the arrest, a search warrant was executed, leading to the discovery and seizure of additional marijuana, marijuana edibles, carts, paraphernalia, and a substantial amount of cash. Ford now faces charges including trafficking marijuana, resisting arrest, assault of a police officer, possession of drug paraphernalia, and menacing. He has been detained at the Pulaski County Detention Center, awaiting a preliminary hearing scheduled for Wednesday. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Another pretty nice day out there in the Bluegrass. We've got Sam in the Weather Center. Going to take a look at that forecast. That's all coming up next here live at 5.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Owsley County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond.
We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
Looking for some fun? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Grill has you covered every Tuesday starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Grill, your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
Watch The Real McCoys weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on Heartland.
Family known as The Real McCoys.
Watch Laugh-In on Retro TV Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Saturdays at 8.
A pretty nice day out there, some beautiful sunshine, pretty nice temperatures. We've got Sam Ryan in the Weather Center going to take a look at the forecast.
Hi, thanks, Gretelyn, and welcome, everyone. We're going to have a nice overnight tonight, a little bit cool out there as we have clear skies, and we're going to have lots of sunshine to enjoy for our Thursday afternoon, Friday as well. We're going to be warming up here as we head on through the weekend. We'll be mainly dry through Saturday, but Saturday also we'll see some wind kick up. We have a short wave moving over us, which means a small disturbance. And so there's a chance of an isolated shower here for Easter Sunday. Most of that looks right now to be to our north, but I can't rule out a couple drips here and there. And then heading into Monday, a little bit better chance. Monday, maybe into Tuesday, as we have a low that's going to track in. So looking at our temperatures, speaking of lows, we'll be in the low to mid 30s out here. So again, maybe a little frost heading out the door early on. And then afternoon highs, we'll top out in the upper 50s for the day. We'll stay dry again right on through Friday. So nothing to show you there on the forecast. And we'll have those winds picking up and increasing. This is ahead of that short wave. On Saturday, gusting up to 30 miles per hour, but out of the southwest, so it helps warm us up. And then on Easter Sunday, they'll be around 25 miles per hour, not bad. As we get a look at Friday highs, again, warming up a few more degrees, we'll be in the middle 60s, and we continue that warming trend. And for Easter Sunday, looking at a high of around 70 almost, with a slight chance of an isolated shower or storm. Again, can't be ruled out. That's that short wave moving over us, but it's a better chance heading into Monday. Now, I think we'll stay dry Saturday. Again, most of that should be up to our north, but I'll put a slight chance of a shower or storm. Again, for the day Sunday, better chance Monday and into Tuesday, and then again on Wednesday. So turning more unsettled next week. Gretelyn, back to you.
Thanks, Sam. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, the latest updates from Frankfort involve bills that will impact the lives of middle and high school students. Both Charles Baglin and Keith West join us with reports today from the state capitol.
Skipping school could now lead to attendance in court. The Kentucky Senate Education Committee met Tuesday to discuss House Bill 611, which addresses truancy and growing absenteeism. The bill's sponsor, Representative Jared Ballman of Louisville, notes that his district's truancy rate is 38%, but points out that 40 districts across the state have even higher rates, with 13 exceeding 50%. He notes that kids often have valid reasons, such as a doctor's note or an educational field trip. But for unexcused absences totaling 15 days and more, the matter would be handed to the county attorney's office. Parents would be held accountable for kids kindergarten through 5th grade. For grades 6 through 12, the students also would have to answer for their actions.
We need to identify what circumstance is keeping this child from being in school so we can help that child.
Representative Baumann said the 15-day threshold is generous. The County Attorneys Association feared that if the benchmark were fewer days, it could overwhelm the court system.
We have to ensure that kids are in school where they need to be during the school year, setting them up for success in life.
With parents insisting on a better education, supporters emphasize that schools will budget based on enrollment. However, they are funded based on attendance. Reporting at the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Charles Baglin.
The state legislature is cracking down on juveniles accused of committing certain felonies while using a firearm. The House passed Senate Bill 20, which would move juvenile offenders who are at least 15 years of age and use a gun during a felony to circuit court and away from district court where they are currently sent. That measure could see tougher sentences for those juvenile offenders. State Representative Patrick Flannery, who carried Senate Bill 20 in the House, spoke on the bill.
Senate Bill 20, as amended by House Committee Substitute Number 1, addresses gun violence for juveniles ages 15 and up on A, B, and C felonies by putting the case in circuit court instead of district court as a juvenile case. This is a public protection bill that provides more accountability by tougher sentences due to the circuit court positioning of the case.
Senate Bill 20 will now head back to the Senate for concurrence. If the Senate agrees to some of the changes to the measure, it will then be sent to the governor for his signature to become law. Reporting from the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Keith West.
Thanks, Keith and Charles. Well, Stanton police announced today that they are looking for Keith Armstrong. Armstrong is wanted for robbery first and persistent felony offender first in Powell County Circuit Court. The robbery occurred in the Stanton Shellmark on April the 24th of 2022. Armstrong, last known residence, was in Shelbyville, but according to Stanton Police, he has connections to Breathitt and Scott counties as well. Armstrong should be considered armed and dangerous. If you have any information regarding the whereabouts of Armstrong, please contact the Powell County Dispatch 606-663-4116. Lieutenant Ian Morton of the Stanton Police Department is the officer on that case. With that, we're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got Dawson in with sports. That is coming up next.
The Kentucky Music Hall of Fame is home of legends and rising stars. See the best of the bluegrass as they showcase their musical talent on Live at the Hall. Each month's show will feature performances and interviews with new and exciting Kentucky musicians. Watch Live at the Hall Sunday nights from 6 to 6:30 on WBON Channel 9.1 and streaming on WBON Roku, Facebook, and YouTube channels. Check your local cable provider for listings. Live at the Hall is brought to you by Rockcastle Tourism, Team Kentucky, Marcellus Farm to Fork, and Lone Star Farm and Home.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstleCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Micah Watkins, Samantha Burford, and Dawson Rule as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Leeds Fine Jewelry, located in beautiful downtown Richmond, has been a trusted name for 30 years. John Leeds handcrafts unique jewelry that is sure to stand out above the rest. Come see the selection of red Kentucky agate necklaces, earrings, and rings, available in both silver and gold. Leeds also specializes in jewelry repair and restoration. Visit Leeds Fine Jewelry, nationally known and locally owned.
Transparency is what separates Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration apart from the rest. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and are here to serve all over Central Kentucky. Their team of experts will help you break down the cost of a new roof or repair and help you make the most informed decision possible. From wind and hail, fire and smoke damage, residential or commercial, Kentucky Roofs and Restoration can do it all. Like them on Facebook to learn more or call 859-200-5065.
Welcome back to Live at 5. A local dancer from Berea recently committed to Western Kentucky. Along with that, there are some local scores from softball and baseball. And to report on Plus, UK's women's basketball team has their new head coach. Here's sports anchor Dawson Rule with all the details.
In the sports world today, there's some great scores and storylines to get to. To get us started, UK's women's basketball team has found their new head coach. Kenny Brooks was hired from Virginia Tech to come help revitalize the UK women's basketball program, who has struggled recently. Brooks is 517 and 204 for his career, which is very impressive, and he's also coached 8 straight winning seasons with the Virginia Tech Hokies. Brooks joined Virginia Tech after an impressive 14-year stint as head coach at James Madison University, where he did compile a record of 337 and 122. Here's hoping Brooks can bring that same level of success to UK, competing in a very tough Southeastern Conference. Now moving on to other sports, EKU's baseball team won a home thriller over Northern Kentucky last night, scoring 20 runs in the win. The 20-15 game put Eastern on a now 4-game winning streak, with Stetson coming to town for a weekend series starting tomorrow. This was the first win since EKU head baseball coach Prother had to step away from the team due to medical reasons. I'm sure Coach P was excited to see his guys get such a big win. Yesterday, Ella King from Madison Southern signed her letter of intent to dance at Western Kentucky University beginning in the fall. Here's footage from Ella's big moment.
I just want to thank my coaches for letting me have this opportunity to dance all 5 years at school, and I want to thank my studio for all my training that I got to have, and my amazing team that I got to dance with, and all my supporters and everybody who supports me, who got me to where I am today.
Congratulations, Ella. Now, 2 softball titans are set to clash later tonight on the high school level. The 8-0 Madison Central Lady Indians are headed to 6-0 Male High School tonight for a big matchup. For the Lady Indians so far this season, Cassidy Gentry has led the team in total hits with 15, while Olivia Metcalf and Brooklyn Gilbo are not far behind with 12 apiece. This Lady Indians team is off to a strong start, so make sure to get out and support this bunch when you have the chance. Now tomorrow, the Madison Southern Lady Eagles are going to be a part of our Game of the Week here at WBON, as the sports crew will stream their game against Wolfe County at 6. The Lady Eagles are currently 4-5, looking to get back to 500 with this victory. Make plans to come out or stream this game tomorrow at 6. Now on the high school baseball side, Madison Southern travels to play Bryan Station tonight, as the Eagles are looking for their 4th win of the year. The Defenders are 3-1, so they're also going to be looking for win number 4. Madison Central's baseball team will be heading to Whitley County tonight, looking for their 5th win of the season. Hey, Models got 5 wins too, and they'll be back in action tomorrow, so stay tuned for more on them. Finally, UK men's basketball coach John Calipari will return as the head coach of the team next season. After a meeting with UK Athletic Director Mitch Barnhart, the two came together to discuss positive changes for the program, which Coach Cal can implement. Now, Wildcats fans will look forward to next season with a renewed vision for the program. Barnhart and Calipari are actually doing a joint interview together, which will air on LAX 18 tonight at 7:30. Be sure to tune in to our media partners for that interview. If you're a Cats fan, you won't want to miss it. That's going to conclude today's sports report. This is Dawson Rule with Madison County's sports coverage.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports report. We're going to take another quick break, but don't go anywhere. We've got lots more news right here live at 5, including Wanted Wednesday. That's all still to come, coming up next.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
Heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at chenaultvineyards.com.
For years, Richmond residents have been searching for a heating and air company that can do it all. That search is now over. Don't let the name fool you. Fayette Heating and Air serves all over Central Kentucky for both commercial and residential customers. With Fayette Heating and Air, they promise that no matter the issue, no matter the time, you can expect award-winning heating repairs the first time, every time. Visit FayetteHeating.com to learn about special financing and how to sign up for the Comfy Club. With Fayette Heating and Air, complete home solutions.
If it won't go down,
Call Mr. Rooter, the best in town.
what do I do now?
Call Mr. Rooter, the best plumber in town. Mr. Rooter is Central Kentucky's affordable and reliable plumber. Right now, get any drain in your home clean for only $89. Call 859-253-CLOG. That's 859-253-CLOG. So if you've got a problem that won't go down, call Mr. Rooter. He's the best plumber in town. He'll clean any drain in your home for only $89.
Now I know who to call.
Call Mr. Rooter.
Bye-bye, Poopy.
Richmond has its very own TV station, WBON TV Channel 9, featuring 4 new TV channels of programming. Our primary station, 9.1, is available over the air with an antenna on all area cable systems, Roku, and our live player at WBONTV.com. You'll love the local sports and other local programming, including the only local newscast for the greater Richmond area, live at 5 daily. Find out more at WBONTV.com.
Welcome back to Live at 5. It is time now for Wanted Wednesday. The KSP is looking for this individual and needs your help. Randy Vance, that's Randy Vance, 67 years old, is wanted for failing to comply with the sex offender registry. He is listed as 5'6" tall with hazel eyes. You can see a picture of Randy Vance up on your screen now. If you have any information on his location, you are asked to contact your local state police post. Again, Randy Vance, that is failing to comply with sex offender registry, 5'6" with hazel eyes. Well, 2 juveniles have been charged in connection with vandalism at a church cemetery in Franklin County, as announced by the Franklin County Sheriff's Office today. The incident occurred at the Bethel Cemetery on Owenton Road, where over 60 headstones were damaged or toppled during the early morning hours of March the 24th. Following an investigation, 2 juveniles confessed to the act, leading to charges of criminal mischief and other counts being brought against them by the Sheriff's Office. More charges are forthcoming. Well, thanks so much for joining us here today, live at 5. Get out and enjoy that beautiful weather. We'll be back here tomorrow. Of course, we'll have more news, more weather, more sports, and more fun right here, live at 5. Have a wonderful afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow.